Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I'm going to make some amazing cheese bagels. Soraya said I should make these, and I agree. These are amazing. We all love them, every single one of us. And they are great for any time of the day, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, dessert, I guess, too. If you like salty desserts. I mean, it's not very salty, but but they're so, so good. You can put anything on them. You could put well, they already have cream cheese in them, but you could put my chia seed jam on them. You could eat them just plain. You could make them into a sandwich. You could eat them alongside anything. Oh my goodness, so many options. So tell me thumbs up, hearts, share this video if this is something that you think you want to make. Save it too. And if you have made my cheese bagels already, put made them. I have made them on this page before. And what kind of cheese would you use? You don't have to use cheddar cheese. I'm using cheddar cheese. All right, so we're gonna start with 2 beaten eggs. 2 beaten eggs with my special fondue stick beater. This is the only thing I use these for now, is beating eggs or whipping eggs together. Now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter and melted butter and 4 ounces of cream cheese that I melted at the same time in the same container. And I want to get that out. And we are getting close. Like, we've already done 3 ingredients and we have not that many more. All right. Now I'm going to whip this. Tell me where you're watching from too. And we're having leftovers tonight. So we're not going to be eating these tonight because we have so many leftovers. We have no need for more, but I will have these ready for every other day. They're going to be ready. You can freeze them. You can just leave them in the fridge or outside of the fridge. And I even have all of these cheese muffins left over. So these are cheese bagels. These are cheese muffins. I found that putting the chalk zero maple syrup, just like a dot on it, on the top, is so good yesterday. All right. It is almost free of any type of chunks of cream cheese. So I'm going to get this over here. Now we can add our cheese. So I have 3 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using cheddar. What would you use? What flavor? If I was making them for myself only, I would definitely use pepper jack cheese. I would definitely use pepper jack. All right. Now these are almond flavor. Almond flavor. They're not almond flavor. They're almond flour bagels. So I'm going to mix my cheese into the egg mixture, egg, cream cheese, and butter mixture. And I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. All right, so now we've got this yummy mixture. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients. But first I want to add my, this is my, what is it called? Baking powder. I lost the name of it. Baking powder first. I want to mix it with some of my almond flour. So I'm going to do that in this bowl. I'm going to put a cup of my almond flour in here and mix this well so that it gets well combined into the cheese egg mixture. Cheese egg butter mixture, I should say. And I saw that it's snowing in some parts of the country, maybe in some parts of the world. And it is not here, but it's supposed to on Tuesday, which is not very common. And I just looked at the weather today and it said Tuesday. And today was actually really cold. It was like 34 when I walked this morning. So it was very cold. All right, now I have this mixed. I don't see clumps of white anywhere. So now I'm going to dump that in with my mixture. This is a little bit of a sticky dough. You could put it in the freezer or the fridge and make it less sticky. I'm not waiting, so I'll show you the trick to do it. But it is a dough, so we're gonna shape our bagels. And I will show you. This is not a liquid bagel dough. I don't know that that would work. Maybe if they're like in molds, like a cottage cheese bagel. I should try that. I should try making that. All right, I almost have it mixed. I want to get it well combined. Make sure that that baking powder gets mixed in, and that all my almond flour is mixed in. Okay, now you can see it is a dough. And if you like push it together, it's a little bit smoother of a dough. So I'm going to now double check my recipe and make sure that I'm not missing anything. I don't think that I am, but just in case, we're good. All right, so now what the trick is to use dip your fingers in a little bit of water. So I'm gonna put a little bit of water in here. And I have parchment paper on my baking sheet, and my oven's preheated to 375. And I am going to get a ball of dough, and you can make these small or big. First, I want to get some water on my fingertips, and then I'm going to get a ball of dough, and actually probably on all of my hand would be better. And then you're going to make like a long snake. So you're going to make a long snake and fairly thin. So like this. And then you're going to curl it around and pinch it together on the side, and then press it down onto, you can also use a silicone mat, but press it down onto your parchment paper. And you want the sides, it's gonna be maybe like a layer, like this tall. I don't know if you can tell. You can kind of tell how tall it is. So there is a small bagel. You can make a bigger bagel. They are going to spread a little bit, and so you do want your hole to be big enough that if it expands into itself and out, that it's not going to hit other ones, and that there's actually still a hole. So you can see what mine looks like. And then you're going to do that to all of these, all of the dough, until you have all of it done, and then you're going to bake it for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, you want it to be golden on top and have like slightly golden. And you might need to flip it depending on how the other side is going. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. It depends. A little bit on the oven. And tell me where you're watching from. These are cheese bagels. They are absolutely delicious. Your whole family's gonna love them. High protein, low carb. There's cheese. I'm using cheddar cheese. What flavor would you use? Almond flour has protein, cheese has protein, eggs have protein, and there's cream cheese, and there is cheddar cheese. So now see how it breaks? That's okay. So you can just put it on your thing. It's more about like pressing it, and I know you can't see me. I went a little bit forward. So you want to just press it down and connect it that way, and it will come off the parchment paper, and then keep kind of pulling it from the center in, kind of like you're making a donut, but it's a bagel. This takes some time just to form your bagels, but that's it. That's the rest of it. And I still have a good amount. So this will make like 8 to 12 bagels, depending on the size that you're using. And like I said, if you want to, you could chill the dough and it'd be a little bit easier to work with. But this works too. From my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye!